Hello everyone. How are you? Welcome to my channel. Thanks for coming in. My name is Cindy. I'm at Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. Sorry, I am a psychic medium. Astrology is a passion that I have. So I figured since today is the day that we're moving into Pluto, Pluto's moving into Aquarius, that I could look at some charts and see what's going on with people, as it's the dawn of the new era, right? So you just read it. I can tell. It was Wendy that texted me. So, hi, Tamar. How are you? Or is it Tamer? How is everyone? I am so tired today. I don't like it's supposed to give us energy, right? Um, Pluto going into Aquarius, that's like not Earth, it's air. It's fixed air, but it's air. We have Jupiter that's gone into Gemini. We're getting out of that earth water into the air fire, and I am so tired today. We do have a cyclone coming, or here. I mean, I'm not right on the coast, so I don't know that it's going to affect me or not. I'm about 2 hours from the coast. Alejandra. Anyway, so I can hear the wind outside all of a sudden pick up. I've been editing all day. I've been trying to catch up. I just got back into town a couple days ago, trying to reacclimate myself. But today I am like so tired. So I thought, let me come on early so that I can get to bed early because I have another big day tomorrow. Anyway, so yeah, I figured let's look at some charts. Let me answer some questions. I'd like to see those that I've never seen before, if possible. So if I have never seen your chart in public like this, and you're willing to, kind of want to see what's going on, see where you're headed, see what's going on, see what I can help you guys with. Um, yeah. So here's today's date. Today's November 19th. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Everybody will come in as they come in, because it's kind of just a free will, free willy nilly kind of way. Anyway, so here's what's see, look at all this. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so tired with all these squares. I did work out hard this morning. Maybe that's it too. I'm not really sure. But look, we have these trines going on. So the moon, the sun are trining. Yeah, I would say whatever was going on with that ending that you're dealing with, that it's going well. You could have some opportunities coming in because of that. We have Jupiter trying Lilith. So I'm going to say what I said yesterday. If you've stepped into your power, if you've stepped into, not your power, if you've had your boundaries, this has to do with what Jupiter showed you from like February until August, July. Whatever the path that he was showing you, whatever possibilities he was showing you, that there's a trine coming there. So if you've kept your boundaries, if you've stuck to it and said, this is the path I want, this is what I'm working at, this is what I'm continue to work at because I really love it. Yeah. Hey, Rebecca, how are you? So I can see, a gift coming from there. Eagle, how are you? Good. Oh, you guys are here. That's wonderful. You see this grand trine going on here? Yeah. So there's a little bit of a grand trine here with the sun, the moon, and Neptune. So, I'm seeing with that grand trine, there's a big gift coming. I feel like for a lot of people, like including myself, it's like there's something right there on its like gonna break through. It could be this grand trine that's going on. Because the sun and the moon, they move fast, right? Neptune's not moving fast, but the sun and the moon, they're moving fast. So there could be an opportunity. This is no, I was going to say an opportunity, but it's not an opportunity, it's a gift. It's a gift. Yeah. Then I'm looking at this Uranus Pluto. I mean, we talked about that yesterday. Pluto today is officially in Aquarius. This is not new energy. This is energy we've already had in 2023 when Pluto went into Aquarius. So this is like going forward with those things. So if you can remember what's going on at the end of 2020 into 2024, the movement that was going on, the things that you were like dealing with, depending on where your Pluto was or is in Aquarius. I talked about yesterday. I had every house I told you guys about. But this is Uranus. So I don't, it's so weird. I feel like there's a big, yeah, I don't know what's holding it back. I feel like there's a big movement, but it's something's being held back. I don't know why I feel that way. I just do. Then we have Chiron, this old wound. Yeah, that's the point with the Power of Fortune. Uh, no, I'm sorry, that's Mercury. There's something with your Chiron. Chiron is important. I know I haven't talked about him a lot. I do bring him up every once in a while, but I talked about him a lot in March, in January, February, March, uh, because I knew he was going to go to the background once Pluto started doing its thing. But this North Node and that Chiron in Aries, now that we're getting a little bit more used to this newer energy, identifying who we are, standing up for what we want, really being clear about where we want to go. Maybe not like exact about where we want to go, but like the bigger idea of where we want to go. We've been moving in that direction. This is still important. And soon enough, this south node is going to go, I'm sorry, this north node is going to go, it's going to go into Pisces. And this south node is going to go into Virgo. So we're going to have the Virgo Pisces axis, north node, south node. And like for me, that's where in my natal chart, I have north node, south node. I have north node Pisces, south node. I was born with that. Um, so we've got our nodal return. Some of us have that going on. We'll be having that going on. It depends on where you were born with your. If you were born with your south north node in Pisces, you got a nodal return. So your life's. I don't think there's a big jump. I think you're really, really going to get clear. I think that the things that you have been like subconsciously inclined to go towards is going to get really, really clear for you. Those of you that are having nodal returns like I am. Let's see what else. There is this fight here. See this opposition with Jupiter and Mercury? There's like some, it could be something you really need, want to say. Yeah, because Mercury is in Sagittarius. You know how Sagittarius, because my moon's in Sagittarius, we can be flippant. We can be like really, when we get angry about something, we can just like, our tongue is just, it can really bother people. So if you're older like me, it could be that you're holding back about something because you're still thinking about how you're going to do this. This is that Jupiter retrograde, right? There's something that needs to be communicated. Some of you may have already communicated a little bit, but you're trying to do it the right way. You're trying to do it very differently than before. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I see. That's just a quick look. Saturn going direct. I did my Saturn direct a couple days ago or a day ago. I just edited and released it today. So go back and look at that. That's just for you guys to go back and look at so that you can glean what you can from what I've been channeling. Here's this Venus. Yeah, so I know this Venus and Mars have been talking to each other or aspecting each other or activating each other, we could say. I did a video a while back about the way that um, they sort of are in a relationship. So remember that Venus is the receptor and Mars is the protector, right? And so when they work together, they work really well together. Um, because they're aspecting so much, there is something about your boundaries being crossed to get you what you're wanting. Yeah, yeah. This is Venus in Virgo. I mean, sorry, Venus in Capricorn. Um, Venus in Capricorn can give up a lot if for the bigger picture or for the ones that they love. Um, where Leo and Mars can take a lot. So just be sure you're balancing this. Hey, Polly, how are you? Just be sure you're balancing this. Make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. Make sure, I mean, without knowing, right? Make sure that you're balancing that out. Make sure that, with your relationships, that you're really seeing them giving and taking and giving and taking. Hey, Mom Otto, how are you? Yeah. So, does anybody have any questions? I'm gonna wait till we have some people that are new, um, to kind of do their chart because I've done a lot of you guys. If I haven't done you before, you know how I am. I'm nosy, so I want to see where that Pluto is. Yeah, I'm nosy, so I want to see where that Pluto is for you and where you're headed, and see if I can help. Because Pluto in this new era, it's not going to be like Capricorn. It's going to be very different. So, how's everyone doing? Wendy, Tamer, I'm really moving forward. That's great, Polly. Rebecca, I'm so glad Rebecca's here. Alejandra, Mom Otto, Wendy, thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. I know this is a very different time that I do, but I have been so tired today and just working, working, working. And I was like, I'm not going to make it. Going to make it. Because at this point, espresso isn't even helping me. So I don't know if it's the weather and that I worked out and that I'd been on travel and now I'm home and getting used to the timing again and all that. I don't know what it is. Um, I'm glad to see that you're moving forward, Polly. I hope things are going well. Wendy. And Wendy, I had just seen your text right when I was going to go on, so I'm sorry. Can I grow in the place I'm currently working at? Like, can I project myself there a few good years there? Yeah. Hmm. I'm seeing a big yes, Alejandra. I almost want to get out my hold up. Yeah, I'm seeing a big yes, Alejandra. Every time I try to turn it like look at a no, it's a yes. Mhm. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of change in 2025 where your workplace is concerned. Oh, Athena, how are you? I feel like so Alejandra, I feel like there's a big change in the workplace. Like feathers are ruffled. Yeah, somebody, I don't know what happens, but it's like almost like you're going to walk in one day and everything's changed and you're like, what the heck happened? But you're cool. Like And I feel like you're going to get because other people were moved out. Okay. That's what I'm feeling. Oh, yeah, maybe I'm always open for something better or new challenges. Yeah. Kathy, how are you? Okay, how about you? Work well, you know? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've got those two ones that I just released today. It's just the edited version of what we did a couple of nights ago. So the Pluto, the no, not the Pluto. I'm sorry, the full moon, and then the Saturn. I just released today. I'll release the Pluto tomorrow. That's got every house in it, so that it's just a transit though. It's not the natal. So you're welcome, Alejandra. I wanted to thank Karina. She bought me coffee last night. So thank you, Karina, if you see this later, because she's in a different place. So she can join when we're late. But I won't be late tonight. I'm doing this early. I almost feel so, Wendy. If you asked a question, the answer is yes. I don't, I feel like you just asked a question and I heard the answer is yes. Can you check my Pluto effects? Kathy, is this Kathy Cohen or Kathy Valle? Or which Kathy is this? Because I think that's an old thing. Or no, this is Kathy Schreiber, isn't it? See, I'm getting better at knowing Schreiber. Yeah, thank you. Have I done your chart? I wanted to do people who, I'll look real quick, but I wanted to do people who I haven't done before. So, but if I haven't done yours, then I'm willing to do it. Kathy Cullen. No, I haven't done yours. Okay. So I don't think I've done yours in public. So let me do yours. Can you check my Pluto effects? Yes. Let me look. You'll have to give me your birthday and stuff. I mean, I know you've given it to me in email, but I don't think I've done. You haven't gotten to come to see me because I know you're busy, busy. So what city? So I need location, time, and birth date. I got your birthday. I need location, where you were born, and the time. Houston, Texas. Date is. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Birthday is 6/4. Oops. Wait a minute, it's stuck for some reason. Hold on. 1962. Birth time is 2:30 p.m. Okay. Let's look. Uh, so. mm, mm, mm. So this inner is what you were born with. This is your natal. This is where everything's at now. Let me look at this Pluto. So Pluto's right here in your fourth house. There's a lot of you with fourth house Pluto that I've been talking to lately. So, mm, that is right on your natal Saturn. I mean, look, you were born with Pluto in the 11th. So, Saturn, you have 11 degrees Saturn. We're at 0 degrees Pluto. As it gets closer, whatever this is about your people are going to come in front of you. I said this last night for fourth house. They're going to challenge. Like they're gonna have you notice why do I believe what I believe? Why do I have those triggers? Why, like, nobody's um done anything to me in this area, right? It like these things are going to come up for you because it's challenging your who you are, your emotional stability, your emotional security, your emotional safety. Now, because you're a natal Pluto 11th house, I can see where that's been taken advantage of or could have been taken advantage of so that you step into your power, right? So it looks like for because you're going to go from the fourth house to the fifth house. So it looks like it's almost in half. So it looks like the first 9, 10 years, you'll be challenged with this. Like you've already understood some of it because Pluto's been here in your fourth house working already. This is the growth of that. So Pluto's already been in here doing your structures, right? Yeah, you're taking advantage of it. You have an 11th house Pluto. You were born with 11th house Pluto. 11th house Pluto, and I just went through that transit in Capricorn, right? So 11th house Plutos are what you want to do is you trust those people, you trust those groups, and then you find that they're not doing right by the group or that the group could be doing better and somehow or another you're blamed for a lot of the stuff or could be this has been going on in your lifetime, right? um but I can see where you were wrong place wrong time or you thought that way, right? But it ultimately was about you understanding yourself and what you truly believed in. And now that your fourth house has been activated it's been a while that you've been working on this, right? So he really tore down those structures about how do I feel safe? How do I feel secure? How do emotionally, like my emotions mean something, right? And yeah, that would work because an ascending Libra, which or a rising Libra, which to me tells me that you can allow people to take more than you give if it's those that you love, and they will do that. They tend to do that to you, just because you want to be diplomatic and keep the peace, right? It's almost like I'm going to pick and choose my battles, right? But you're picking and choosing the wrong battles sometimes. Um, yeah, because you will stand up for yourself. You got Lilith right here, right? Or Lilith has been transiting. So it sounds to me like since Lilith's been transiting, you've gotten better at this, right? Lilith is in your 12th house where you were when you were born, which means that really was like suppressed. That really was like maybe you lashed out at people sometimes you didn't realize why, and it would become this big thing. And I'm talking about over your lifetime because Lilith's been suppressed, especially in Virgo. Yeah, Virgo can also kind of Not it's not like they don't want to make waves or can't make waves. It's like, okay, it's the best thing to do right now, right? But it's been the best thing to do one too many times, and you hadn't stuck up for yourself. And it looks like lately you had been. Um, I can see why you're in the healthcare field. You've got the Cancer 10th house, um, and Venus and the moon there. So yeah, you gotta be passionate and feel your career, or it's not going to go well. The problem is that you forget about the boundaries there too. So this is what, so I feel like since Pluto has been here working on you, taking down those structures, taking down those old patterns, taking down those old belief systems, taking the people away, taking toxic people away. I keep the peace, but only can be pushed so far, right? Yeah, that's come up lately because you also, because you have that Lilith. It's almost like for all the times that you didn't, Lilith is reminding you of all the times that you didn't, and people are pissing you off easier. But it's because you need to stand for yourself, right? It's like sometimes being diplomatic is not the way, right? I know there are people that believe we should always be diplomatic. I sometimes it's not there. Sometimes you shouldn't do that, right? Getting better at standing up, right? Boundaries, yes, I'm better. Yeah, that's that Lilith right here teaching you this, and this Pluto has taught you this, right? So it looks like from this point on, now that it's going into Aquarius, that it's going to expand on your safety, emotional security, emotional safety. Like, so here's the deal that I see. Finally, after all these 8 years, 9 years, 5 years, whatever that was. I think it was like seven, 6 or 7. Um, yeah, I said 8, 9. That didn't feel right. So 6, 7. Finally, you're going to see and be more confident in your emotional well-being and your emotional security and your emotional stability, right? You're going to see that people respond to you better. You may have already begun to see that as Pluto was like turning direct and kind of going into Aquarius, but you're going to see that you have more backing than you had before. Because before you weren't clear about who you were, what you wanted, what even made you emotionally secure, feel that way. You didn't even know what that was probably about 7 years ago. You've worked on that. Pluto's been working on that with you. And so I feel like now, as you go into Aquarius, it's going to be shown outwardly to you that you're like, oh, like where you didn't get supported before, you're going to be supported. Where you didn't feel, where you may have felt like people were taking advantage of you, you're going to see that they're not going to. It's because you've cleared this with Capricorn, okay? So that's kind of what I see. Feeling more secure in the last 7 years, worked on it on a lot. Yeah. Now you're going to see it. Now people are going to be responding to you that way. So now people are going to be, it's almost like the universe is going to bring you people to really secure that within your soul. So you're going to get evidence of that with people, and you don't even have to like try to manipulate, try to like make it one way. It's just going to, they're going to come to you. Like you're going to be supported in things that you're like, I wasn't even looking at that. And you're supported in it. You're going to have like gifts like that. Yeah. It's about time. Yeah. Cause you really had to go in and look and see who you were. Yeah. In this 11th house, you probably made this better, um, Pluto, because that's a different thing. I hope you saw my 11th house Pluto. Yeah. Yeah. You're ready. You are ready. I mean, Pluto and Capricorn did a number on you here in the fourth house. In the beginning, it was okay because in the beginning here, it was in your third house, right? But right in the middle, like it 8 years into Pluto Capricorn is when things started changing, which was about 7 or 8 years ago. So, yeah, yeah, you're gonna see it's gonna be much better for you, much better for you. Now, just remember this Saturn, if you've been working on this, which I think you have because of this fourth house leading into the fifth house, the Saturn in Pisces, really believing in yourself. This right here, when this was being worked on, this was also being worked on about where is my happiness? What does make me happy? What brings me joy? What is that? You started learning about that. And so understanding and believing in yourself, that's that Saturn here in Pisces. Um, this Neptune retrograde caused you to maybe you saw some red flags in your daily work, in your daily life, in your health and well-being. Probably in your body is what I'm seeing. That you saw some red flags and you ignored them. Now you're not ignoring them because they've come to like right in your face. That's what's going on right here. You do work with the body because you're in the healthcare field, so you do work with the body. You do know about the body biologically, right? And so it's almost like you were too smart for your own good. And so even though you saw some red flags, you were like ignoring it until this time. But you're moving forward in that too, I see. Yeah. Remember, it is really important for you to do you right now. Yeah. This north node here. Um, don't take that extra shift if your body's saying no. Don't. I have been searching myself about joy. Yes, I did receive a diagnosis of cancer this year, but claiming healing. Yeah, and you can do it. That's Neptune right here. So you can actually do it with this Neptune in your sixth house. Remember, Neptune is the connection. Neptune is the awareness and where things come through that are in other universes, that are in other dimensions. Your ninth house is where the connection actually is, but the 12th house is where you see who you possibly were and then begin to understand how to incorporate that here as an aspect that you had. It's almost like bringing a part of you into this universe and into this life, if that makes any sense. Hey, Tammy, how are you? So, yeah, that's what I see for you. Um, I see that you could. I can't say that out here. In my membership, I could say it, but I can't say that here. I was just about to say something. Just know that you can manifest whatever you want, and whatever you want it happens to be right there in that area of health and well-being. So you can put two and two together, right? Yeah, that's what I see. So how's everybody doing? Are my hands itching? Uh, sorry. Please excuse me. I have been so tired. I think I worked out really hard. I'm getting back from my trip and really like getting back into the groove. I was editing, working all day. Um, and a combination of all of that with this cyclone coming, like I think that's a weird thing up here. I'm not really sure. I mean, I know in San Diego we don't have that problem, but um right, wow, right on. I will manifest healing. Thanks so much. You're welcome, Kathy. Um so like earlier I was just hearing like a lot of wind. I almost worried a little bit about our windows because we're 2 hours in from the coast, but I don't know how far it's going to come in. I've never experienced the cyclone on this. I've never been here where I experienced that, so I'm not really sure. weather doesn't really bother me, like hurricanes, storms, snowstorms, eruptions, all that. I don't know why it doesn't bother me. I'm not afraid of that stuff, so never have been. So I'm just being a little bit aware because I've never experienced that, right? Good luck with the cancer. Prayers your way, Kathy. Absolutely. Kathy has it within her to, I can't say it, but Kathy, you have it within you. You do. All of you do. So, Irish tornado. Have I done your chart before? And if I haven't, I will do yours because I think you asked for it, right? I'm looking. Okay. So I will need your birth date, your birth time, and your birthplace. Okay? Pittsburgh. Thank you all. I feel a miracle coming. Absolutely. Ooh, January 28th. You have been going through it, haven't you? January 28th. Oh, and 1974. Yeah. It should have eased up some, but this summer, last fall, it was really hard. Let's see. Birth time is 9:27. Damn. Okay, here we go. Is that you? Wow. Looks like I just saw. Look at this. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Ascending. Where's your moon? And Aries moon. Wow. Huh. Here's the thing I'm going to tell you. Yeah, you have a Pisces interception. I have a Pisces interception with my Aquarius ascending. So that means you have the Virgo, yep, interception. So the difference between yours and my chart is that I have North Node here and South Node here. You have your North Node here and South Node here. And this right here is very important. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, can you see that? So this Saturn in this South Node, especially because you're Aquarius ascending and Aquarius Sun, you can get fixed on an idea and think that you are completely correct, and maybe you have researched it and maybe that you have, but it's almost like your soul wants you to take a chance and you won't if you have this idea set in your mind. That's what holds you back. There's something here with the Saturn and South Node. It's like, no, I know it to be true. And it could even be that you've lived many lifetimes understanding this, but your soul wants to go in a different way. But you have this stubbornness. And you're very, very, very intelligent. So it's like nobody can tell you. You have to come to it by yourself, by yourself. But sometimes that holds you back, which is what's been holding you back since like last fall. Hopefully you got through this. Um, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the transit in just a second. I just want to look. You are very, very good at manifesting what you want in your career or in your public life. But here's the thing, what holds you back is if you don't see it the right way, the way that you think it should be, you won't do it. And that holds you back. It's almost like thinking like a Virgo, like, or a Earth sign, where it's like there's step one, two, and three. It's almost like the Capricorn, step one, two, and three, right? But you have magic in you. I'll say this, you have magic in you that you're not using. Because look at your Jupiter and Mercury, it's in your 12th house. Whenever you have faith and can't see it, because if you can see it, then there's no faith, right? You see it. But whenever you have faith and can't see it, you get the biggest blessings. You have, look at this, in your 12th house, 0-degree Venus and the sun and Jupiter and Mercury. But this Aquarius sometimes holds you back because it's almost like you're too smart. Again, too smart for yourself. I keep getting that. And then you think you know better because there's an instinct in you that's like, no, I can't do it that way. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. No, yeah. And then you have that Aries moon. Yeah. Okay. Let me look at your transits. Just remember that you have magic and that when you do it where you can't see it, you will get the biggest, you have some luck here and you have magic and you're not using it. It's almost like you're, as an earth sign, as an air sign, you're containing it too much. Here's the thing that I used to say when I was doing a lot of tarot, and this is kind of what I'm seeing with you. If you know every single thing in your life that's going to happen because you have these abilities and you go just by that because you have these abilities, then you are missing out on a lot of stuff because you're so focused and directed in the one way to do it. And there's other people, other situations, other relationships, other things that are magical that want to come in your life and expand you. You're not allowing that to happen sometimes. I need little luck and magic right now. Yeah, it's right here. And as Pluto goes into your, well, you're about to see it. So Pluto, that's funny. This is very interesting because that's where Pluto's like right here for me as well. That's really interesting that you've seen me. So Pluto's about to so he's in your 12th house. So you have probably been awakening to the fact that there is more to life than what you thought. There is more you always knew, but you sort of like didn't look at it. And these structures have sort of come down. So you're going through a spiritual experience. But it's interesting because you kind of already knew. Yeah. Especially with this south node and this north node. Yeah. You'll have to watch my live from yesterday. Or actually, it's not the live. I edited it and released it. Um, I'm going to release it tomorrow. Sorry. My live yesterday. Eh. So do you see where this Pluto and your Venus, 0 degrees? So this is where Pluto will mess with somebody if they refuse to look. Okay. So things have always come easier to you. You may not know exactly how you get it to come through or how you get it to manifest, but it will manifest for you, except for right now. Because it's almost like you used it, but you wouldn't acknowledge it. Does that make sense? You're nailing it. Hard to explain, but I'm following you. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Okay. What Pluto is doing is helping you step into your power. You are very powerful. And yeah, I can tell you that. And you're like, yeah, yeah, I am. But then you won't like use it. Or then you won't like, you won't admit it. Right? So what you're going to be going through over here, and this is why he's taking stuff away from you, because he will until you're not afraid anymore. Until you investigate and become obsessed with how do I actually do that? What you're trying to do from your point of view, not from Pluto's, but from your point of view, you are going to begin to remember other aspects of you. And I can use these words, you can take them, accept them or not, but this is the way that I can describe it. You're going to be like remembering or in your dreams or something, some way. Maybe somebody comes in front of you and you're like, I don't know how I knew to do that. I just knew how to do that. It's like other aspects of you from other lives, from other dimensions. It's like this innate knowing that you have that's going to start to become clear to you as we move into this Aquarius. But it's like for me, I don't have anything in that 12th house. You do. So every time Pluto goes on, like he's right here. Here's the thing, if you understand that you're resourceful, if you know that you have magic, if you know that things can come from nowhere because you may not know A, B, or C how to do it, but if you release and let it go, your inner self will know how to do it. That's the way for you right now. And that's completely opposite of what you usually do because you got to see it or you're not going to do it. And Pluto's like, you just are powerful. So step into your power. And until you do, I'm going to mess with you psychologically. I'm going to take it away from you. I'm going to show you that it doesn't work that way anymore. I'm going to do all of that for you until you step into your power. It's almost like you're afraid of your own power. Is that true? It's almost like you don't want to step into it because you're afraid of it. Yeah. You're only, and that's how he's messing with you. He's going to make you afraid until you're like, I could totally do this. I am powerful, but so are many other people, and I'll just learn how to work with it. Right? Like, don't be afraid of the power. It could be because of where's it, yeah, right here. So this tells me because you have this north node in the fourth, this almost tells me that maybe you didn't trust where you came from, or maybe the way that they raised you was had too many boundaries and strictness and you never kind of agreed with them because you have that south node and Saturn. It's almost like you had to work too hard when you knew all along that you were bigger than that you understood more than them, that wasn't the way. But what it did was over time it caused you to like, well, maybe they're right. Maybe I do believe this. Maybe it's better to believe this. Maybe all of that. Does that make sense? And now Pluto comes around and he wants you to remember who you really are. He wants you to step into your power, and he will be doing this for a while. See, you're a 25-degree. That's why you're looking like mine. So you're a 25-degree Aquarius, and so am I, ascending. So you're going to be doing this for about another 8 years, understanding yourself better, um, remembering your truth, your essence, not yourself here in this earth, but your essence, more than your soul. You're like your higher self, right? Like things are gonna come to you. I had the craziest deja vu the other day. Wouldn't stop. I've never experienced anything like it. So intense. Wow, geez, 8 years. Yeah. So in those moments, so that yeah, you're gonna have more of those deja vu. So what I learned about deja vu, it just So for me, when I have deja vu, it's just like a cue to me to let me know that I am making the decisions that I wanted to make on my path. It's almost like a you're on the right path kind of thing, right? But it's more than that right now with Pluto there. It's like you're going to be like remembering things. You're going to be understanding yourself deeper. And you think you can go deep now, you're going to go even deeper, deeper, deeper. Okay. So, yeah. But once you come out of this, it's about, okay, now that I know that I'm that powerful and so is everybody else, what am I going to identify as when Pluto goes into this first house? You'll be very clear about how you want to identify, how you want you to see the world and how you want the world to see you. You'll be very clear about that. But it takes this time to do that. It's almost like your fractured cells. I hate using that word because it's not fractured, but it's almost like your other selves that don't incarnate here begin to integrate and come to you to allow you to work what you wanted to do here in this life. Does that make sense? So, yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just reading, making sure. You're so welcome, Irish Tornado. Pluto is in my fourth house. Yeah. Izzy, yeah. Pluto's transiting your fourth house, Izzy. Yeah, you've got a lot of like work to do with helping you feel secure emotionally here in this fourth house. Um, yeah. All right, let me answer Athena's question really quickly. And if Tammy, if you have a question, because I'm gonna do your I'm gonna do your chart with you, so we won't do that here. Let me look at Athena's. Please check out my doubt. Lots of negativity behind the scene. Directed my way. Let me look. Alejandra. Athena. I'll check Athena's really quickly and then I am going to get going. Thank you guys for joining me. I wish I could stay on longer. I'm right in the middle of like edits and stuff too, because I got to get these other ones. I'm gonna get two of them released tomorrow as well. Let me look, Athena. Oh yeah. See, Athena, where you're at, that's that 10th house. That's really being challenged. So the way that people see you, stick to your true self, Athena. We've talked about this because you've got this sextile going on with your Chiron. Okay. So your Chiron, that's the wound that you have to work with. Remember, Chiron wound we do not heal. It gets better, it gets manageable. We learn to work with it, but we do not heal. Okay. You can say that it's always going to be just slightly out of line because you know how I say healing is like alignment for me. Think of your Chiron wound as slightly out of line for a purpose. Okay. because it's that slightly out of alignment that gets you to want to help others, and we all do it on purpose. Okay, the other way to say it is it doesn't heal, you learn to work with it, right? I'm trying to give you a better way to say it, right? Because y'all know I don't even believe that we're broken. So I'm trying to use the words y'all use and trying to use the words I use. Okay. So I hope that doesn't confuse you. But that Chiron wound, because you've had it for a long, 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 long time, I know you can work with it, right? So I'm saying because there's an opportunity here, just stick to your guns, just hold your boundaries. And you saying, Athena, like there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, let it go on. Stand in your power and know that you've done the right thing, because you do the right thing for yourself, like what you believe is the right thing. Don't engage with them and try to figure it out. That's Pluto messing with you. That's Pluto making you afraid psychologically, because nothing's happened. It's all psychological. So in your power. When you show Pluto that you are standing in your power, he will not mess with you anymore, right? You have been doing this for a while, right? Because he's been in, and he's already taken down the structures that he needed to take down. Now it's about growing, and you're going to find there's an opportunity here. You're going to find that somebody's on your side, or somebody's taking up for you, or somebody knows the truth, but you just have to stand in your power, okay? Kathy says, thank you for all that you do. You're welcome, Kathy. You said your video will be out tomorrow. Yeah, so the Pluto video, but you can go on my past live that I did yesterday, Irish Tornado. When I released the other video, I cut them down. I edit them down so you don't have to listen to all the me talking to everybody. But you're welcome to go view it now or in a little bit when I'm off. Just go look at my live from yesterday. You go to my channel, go to lives on that little banner thing, click live, then you can see it. It's yesterday's one. You all have yourselves a great night. Sleep well. Bye, Ellen. Okay, thanks. Get some rest, Cindy. Come back stronger. Thank you for being here. You are so welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I really, really appreciate it. So before I end this, though, Athena, you not only have this opportunity, you have a gift with Pluto. Ooh. Do you see this blue line right here? So Pluto is trining, and it's a strong trine with your natal Uranus. Okay? So there's some changes coming, but you don't have to be afraid. It's the right move, whatever this is, right? This is a gift. This is an opportunity. If you're afraid, that gift is going to look fearful. You need to stand in your. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, all of you, do not let Pluto mess with you. How many times have I told y'all over the last months? When Pluto makes me afraid of something, I jump and do it. I lean into it. I have learned that. I have learned to lean into the fear, right? We are all warriors. We've all come from that. Lean into it. And you guys have seen me lean into it and jump and land and start building. You've seen it. So don't let Pluto mess with you. Of course you can have fear. Have it, but then stand in your power. Acknowledge it, honor it, because it's there for a reason, and then stand in your power, because he's messing with you psychologically. Now, I just see this trine as a gift. I see this sextile as an opportunity. But there's also, see this red line? That's with Lilith, right? So there's a sesquiquadrant with Lilith. Okay, Athena? Do we all remember what sesquiquadrants are? Anybody can tell me what a sesquiquadrant is? The teacher's coming out. What's the Sesame quadrant? Anybody remember? Let me go back and make sure I have this correctly. Yeah. She's tired and need exactly. I'm tired and need a coffee. Awesome. Thank you. I really needed to hear this. Yeah. So this sesquiquadrant, and nobody is answering, is an underlying energy that's like moving you towards where you're supposed to go for your soul, right? So just remember that, okay, that you're being guided by your higher self and that there are bigger forces involved and that Pluto is just messing with you. Okay. All right. Thank you everybody for coming in tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all those that buy me coffee. I think I said Karina. Is Karina here? No, Karina's not here. But she bought me coffee. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Karina. I know that you'll see us later this evening. I will release, and I'm editing those now. I'll release those videos tomorrow of yesterday's live and maybe today's live. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I will. I love you, love you, love you. Yep. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I love you, love you, love you. I will see you on the next one.